Hi. I know a lot of you want to know how I am, and I'm fine. I'm not fine, but I'm home now, and so I'm better than I was before. A lot of you have emailed me, and I'm very grateful for that, because I know a lot of you have been thinking about me and worried about me, and you want to know what happened, and Avid Van, that's what he asked me to call him, just Avid. He never physically harmed me or molested me or anything like that, apart from throwing me in the back of a car, but it was still horrible because he had to touch my arm or my shoulder to push me places or take me into a different room, like when I went to the toilet. And a few times I checked, felt around to see if he was in there with me, and he wasn't. It was just a closed off room, and he said I could take off my blindfold then, but there wasn't much point because he always left the lights off. But other than that, I had to keep my blindfold on, and I was in a room that it didn't have any windows. It was just a seat, and it was just everything was in the dark for days. I couldn't see anything. I had to think, just sat there for hours on end in the dark, and I had to eat in the dark, and he'd come in and bring me my food, and I'd just smell him and hear him, and it's hard because you have no control whatsoever being in that, and it's the one thing I can't stand. I can't have not being in control of myself, and then you end up having to rely entirely on someone, and it's hard to do that, and it's not nice doing that, especially with someone in that situation. When the police debriefed me, I spoke to some psychiatrists to make sure, and they mentioned having relationships with you grow relationships with the person who captured you, but you just can't, because you have to depend on them, but it's just horrible. You have no control over yourself, and I just hated, they used to say I just hated hearing him, and they were like, I might miss that sort of thing or want, and it's not. I just wish this guy dead. I don't feel safe anymore wherever I go or whoever I'm with, and it's hard to trust people when something like that's happened so close to home. I had no privacy whatsoever there, and I just feel entirely violated, even though nothing really physically happened to me.